On Tuesday, January 15, MPs will finally vote on Prime Minister Theresa May's draft Brexit deal. The deal has garnered widespread criticism from across the political spectrum, and you can read more about the potential outcomes here. But today, Express.co.uk has spoken to the experts to save you from a summer holiday disaster if the UK crashes out of the EU on March 29. Brexit comes with a lot of uncertainty, and that increases when we look at the possibility of no deal. Will our passports still work? Will flights still be able to land in the EU? Will the pound still hold value? The government has tried to prepare the public by publishing a set of technical notices, which reveal facts such as a potential halt on the automatic right to operate air services between the UK and the EU. Without seeking advanced permission, read more. What could a no-deal Brexit really mean for you and me? Brexit no-deal news. We share top tips to avoid a ruined summer holiday. Image Getty Express. Of course, any disruption like this is likely to be short-lived, but there is a real chance of drastically increasing prices on flights and general expenditure abroad. We spoke to the pros at EasyFX, a multi-currency platform provider, about how to save yourself a lot of unnecessary hassle if you want to get booking now. A spokeswoman for the firm said it has calculated that a holiday in Europe today will cost Britons almost 30% more than a holiday pre-Brexit referendum. She added, Britons can take back control of spiraling costs by researching and planning how to optimize FX foreign exchange ahead of the trips abroad. Brexit no-deal news. There is a real chance of drastically increasing prices on flights. Image Getty. When using your debit or credit card to make a purchase abroad, you'll often be asked whether you want to pay in the local currency or in sterling. At first, paying in sterling seems like a great idea because you know how much you'll be paying in your own currency and there are no surprises, but don't be fooled. Choosing to pay in sterling will always be more expensive due to something called dynamic currency conversion. This is where the vendor gets to set their own exchange rate, which will usually leave you out of pocket when compared to your own bank's exchange rate. Choose instead to pay in the local currency and let your bank apply the exchange rate later on, which will be even more critical if the pound plunges after Brexit. Tip 2. Check when your passport expires. This one is courtesy of the government, as published in the technical notices. The entry requirements for British passport holders, including those with passports issued by the Crown Dependencies, Guernsey, Isle of Man, and Jersey and Gibraltar, travelling to Schengen area countries, will change after the UK leaves the EU. After the 29th of March 2019, you'll need to check the details of your passport and, if necessary, apply for a new one before you travel to a Schengen area country. If your passport will be older than 9 years and 6 months, so only 6 months on the date you plan to travel, you'll need to renew it in advance. You can check if you'll have any travel issues in the event of a no-deal using this calculator. Brexit no-deal news. Brexit comes with a lot of uncertainty. Image Getty. EasyFX explained how a group of banks across the world have come together to form the Global ATM Alliance, a network of major international banks who allow the customers to use their ATMs with no fees. For UK customers, Barclays is the main bank participating in this, and will remain in place after Brexit. If you're a Barclays customer, you can use foreign ATMs from banks such as Deutsche Bank, Bank of America, BNP Paribas and Westpac without being charged foreign fees. Tip 4. Check your mobile roaming policy. This is another from the government's technical notices, which say, in the event that we leave the EU without a deal, the costs that EU mobile operators would be able to charge UK operators for providing roaming services would no longer be regulated after March 2019. This would mean that surcharge-free roaming when you travel to the EU could no longer be guaranteed. However, the government has promised to issue new law to force mobile operators to apply a financial limit on mobile data use. To protect yourself, you should check your policy before you travel, and know your rights when it comes to switching suppliers if you wish. You should also Be sure to find out how to switch your roaming off before you go, to avoid any unwanted charges stacking up without you even realizing. Brexit no deal news. Across the UK, people will be hoping to start planning their summer breaks soon. Image Getty. These are the possible fees you could be charged whilst away, according to EasyFX. Non-sterling transaction fee, a charge for every transaction you make with your card. For UK customers, this is currently in the region of 2.75 to 2.99%. Non-sterling purchase fee, charged every time you make a purchase using the card. Usually about 0 to 1.25%. Cash withdrawal fee for foreign ATMs, charged every time you use a foreign ATM. Ranges from about £1.50 -2. These are rough estimates, and will vary from company to company. It's always good to familiarize yourself with your own bank's fees and charges before you go away. Don't forget that on top of these fees, you'll also be charged extra by bureau de changes and foreign banks when converting currency. Tip 6. Explore other ways to convert currency. Withdrawing cash abroad often has fees of up to £1.50 per transaction, and carrying large sums of money exchanged prior to a holiday can be risky. One alternative is a prepaid currency card, which is a great way to carry your holiday money with less risk. Use them instead of your usual bank card and you'll be paying for everything in the local currency, thus avoiding all those foreign bank fees. They are usually completely free and involves no hidden charges.